what's this week been like for you? Just kind of getting back into being the guy.
It's been good, a little different, more reps, it's a little more involved physically, I'd say. I think as a backup, you're still pretty wired in. You're just not getting the physical reps, so that's been the change, I would say.
But you don't have any like emotional reaction to being being in that position anymore. You just kind of, I don't know.
No, I think I started a few games earlier in my career, so I think it's not really new to me. It's not that foreign. I mean, it's been a while for sure, but I've been playing all along as if I'm going to get another chance to play. Now, whether it happened or not, I didn't know, but that was my mindset last few years probably.
When did you know that you were going to get the start this week?
Earlier in the week, coming in Wednesday.
Trevor, all the teammates talk about how calm you are. Is that just sort of how you're wired? Just who you are, pretty much?
I think maybe sometimes I look calm, and I'm not actually. But yeah, I think for me playing quarterback, there's so much going on. You're focused on so many details and orchestrating certain things and trying to communicate clearly to your guys that I think that takes up a lot of my headspace. So yeah, I would just say that.
How weird is it that you're playing your first start here against Arthur Smith, the guy who you work with?
Yeah, I like Arthur a lot. I didn't spend as much time with him as I would have liked, but then again, I'm here and things have worked out pretty well. But yeah, he's a great football coach. I think he's going to do really well there.
You haven't been here for all of it, but what do you think makes this team so successful at injury replacement for quarterbacks over the past several years?
I think Sean and Pete and the offensive staff do a really good job playing to not only the quarterback strengths, but all 11 guys on offense that are on the field and putting them in good spots to be successful, and quarterback is certainly included in that. So that, I think, the combination, the team is really, really good. And there's not a lot of players here that are kind of aloof. I think for the most part, the pattern of players here, the guys you see are smart, tough football players. And for me, that's exciting to be in a group like that, included in a group like that. So,
Trevor, your first response is kind of downplaying the emotional significance. Is that something you're trying to put it in perspective and not make it too big of a deal, or it's just you've been around long enough that it doesn't create that much of a time?
Yeah, I think I expect to play. I think I've had a lot of confidence in myself to play, and when it happened, like I said, I didn't know if it was going to happen or when it was going to happen, but I knew I'd be ready, and here we are. So, I expect to play well, just like everybody else on this team. So, that's my mindset. And yeah.
How beneficial has it been for you that you've been here, for about a year or so?
Yeah, just being around terminology. Thinking what Sean and Pete and everybody's trying to do, how we're trying to attack defenses, and be around the players and that familiarity. I don't think you can replace it. So my wife was joking with me. This is the longest I've been with one club in a while, which isn't saying much. I think it's like not even been a year. So hopefully I stick around.
You guys got to taste him. Obviously, he takes some snaps now and then. You coming up through college, just what was that like for you, kind of being in that system in college? Obviously, it was. I think it's just once it becomes normal to you, you make it work and figure it out. I think, you hear some guys in situations like that, be it quarterback or any other position, you try to get in a rhythm and a flow of the game and things like that. But at the same time, I think you have a job to do. And then when the film comes on, nobody really cares. Did you go in and out of the game or what'd you do? It's that's your tape. That's what you're putting out there. So just staying focused and being a pro and trying to worry about your job, I think. Not just quarterback, but we sub personnel. It's like a small army coming on and off the field every play just about. So I think a lot of guys kind of have that mindset.
Having the week to prepare for this, or at least since Wednesday, what do those extra reps do for you? Do you feel like there's a chance to be more comfortable than you were coming into the game kind of cold last week?
Yeah, I think just getting a feel for guys, being in the first huddle, and just kind of seeing what guys like, reading body language of guys, receivers, tight ends. I haven't had a ton of reps, really any reps with that first group, so just good to get those physical reps. You know, I've been back there, and it's not like I'm coming in cold or it's my first time seeing the offense and everything, but just getting the physical reps is good.
What was your mindset kind of like after your last start with the Jets? You know, it's kind of like you finally get a chance to start again, and then you just get unlucky with the injury. Is it hard, like the days following, months following, to not get down after something like that?
I think, yeah, just looking back, I think injury is a big part of the game, right? And it's unfortunate, and I think the biggest thing for guys getting hurt is just not feeling sorry for yourself, and it's not personal. It just happens, you know. So you probably take a day or two to, if you want, to yourself. But after that, there's so much, you know, you're worried about recovery and all that, and you try to figure out during the times that you're not active, how can I be a better player and improve, and I tried to do that. 18, I think, 19. So.
Team's 5-2 right now. I mean, right, figure the playoff hunt. Do you even think about that stuff, or you have to really just like legit take it one day, one game?
Yeah, I think if you start worrying about the big picture, I think you know, the stuff right in front of you kind of can fall apart pretty quickly. I think it's been proven over and over again how quickly things change in this league. So just you know, let's try to win this week and see what happens.
So I was doing some research yesterday, and Pro Football Reference has your nickname as T-Money Sizzle. Is that real? Like, where did that come from?
No, it's T-Money Wiggle, I think, originally, and it was Benny Fowler. It was here 2 years ago. I missed him as a buddy of mine, but he blessed me with that nickname in Denver a few years back, and I don't think it stuck really well. So. You know, I guess it's better than trying to hear people mispronounce my last name, so that'll work.
Well, now it's going to stink, though.
Okay. Fair enough.
Was it a certain play or something that made him come up with that, or just?
Nah, I don't know. I think we were just hamming it up in the locker room or something stupid.
The wiggle is a specific thing. Wiggle, right? That's a specific thing. Why would he
You're going on dangerous.
Do you have
I got a phone in Benny Fowler for you.
Do you have a nickname you prefer?
No. Trevor's fine.
How would you account, or just when you reflect on, you said your wife was joking with you about not being in one place for very long since 2018, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. How do you account for that or reflect upon that, or, you know, what do you?
Yeah, I don't. You know, this is my 7th year. I don't think there's a lot of reflection in my career yet. I think when I'm retired, I'll look back at the times I ping-ponged back and forth. But, you know, it's not bizarre. It's not a crazy story for a lot of guys in the league. So, you know, just try to do the best I can and not really look at the big picture too much.
Well, I guess I'm trying to get a sense of what it was like for you after being a starter 2 years to go through that. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't think about it too much.
Yeah. Just thought about getting the next spot.
Sure.
Have you thought much about what it would be like to just run into the Dome Sunday as a starter for the first time? That moment?
No, I think you try to, you know, visualize these situations, like what it's going to feel like, look like, the emotions of it all. But it'll be new to me. Not, you know, new for this year and this time, but yeah, I think that's part of it. And again, a lot to think about, a lot to focus on, but yeah, it's certainly part of it.
And prior to Sunday, was that crazy game in the Superdome that you started in 2000, I want to say 16, yeah. Was that one of your favorite games or no?
No, I did. I had a lot of fun because I didn't play that well. I think I threw 2 picks, but it was kind of just like a ugly, gritty win on the road here. And I've always liked winning on the road. I think that's, you know, since I've been in college, I think it's a cool part of the game.
Did he step out of bounds?
Looking back, I think he did step out of bounds. Admittedly, I can say that now, you know, whatever, 5 years removed, but yeah.
Trevor, just those like dot meetings you guys do on Saturday nights before the game. And just in general, the preparation the quarterbacks go through in the week leading up to a game. Do you think that helps when you're a backup and forced to kind of kind of come in on a moment's notice? Because that helps the preparation being ready for it.
Yeah, I think it helps. It's kind of our chance to hear, Sean and the offensive staff talk about how they visualize a play in certain situations. Not that we don't have that idea going in, but it's just another opportunity to kind of hit concepts and what we're expecting and favorable looks and that sort of thing. So it certainly helps. It's another kind of, put a stamp on the week of prep, I would say.
And, I mean, it's not like the Saints are the only team that do that sort of quarterback meeting right. Before a game, but are those different than some of the other places you've been? Just whether it's like the detail of the communication in those meetings or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it's been different in certain places. I think probably the first place that I've done it that it's the whole group's included. A lot of times it'll be the play caller and the starter. So being, the backup, or last year just being in, even when I wasn't really involved, being in there and hearing how, Sean talks about things and how he sees it it's been a help for sure.
You said most of your texts last week, jokingly, were from your mom. Has she texted you like 200 plus times this week?
No, my mom. Yeah, no, she hasn't. She's coming to the game though, so it'll be good. Yeah, good to get my folks to the game. It's funny when you're backing up. Even your family, they're in Orlando. They don't care about coming to New Orleans for the game, but now they'll be there this week. That'll be good.
When was the last time they came to a game?
It's been a while. I had New York. Yeah, I was in New York, so I was gonna say last year, but no.
Yeah.
Tough time to go to a game.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it.